Did you know? Ice sheets and glaciers are melting, causing sea levels to rise faster than any preceding century for at least the past 3,000 years. Extreme weather, such as extreme temperatures, droughts, and wildfires, have more than doubled in the past 40 years. The wildlife population has declined by a whopping 69% between 1970 and 2018. The Mauna Loa Observatory recorded a monthly average of 426.7 parts per million of carbon dioxide in May 2024, meaning there's more carbon dioxide in our atmosphere than any time in human history.
Why? The reason is simple. It's climate change. What's the leading cause of climate change? Well, it's human activity. Wow, fascinating, isn't it?
Let's not go too far talking about global issues. Let's just see what's going on in our own country, right now. Indonesia is ranked in the top third of countries in terms of climate risk, with high exposure to all types of flooding and extreme heat. You've definitely felt the weather being hotter lately, right?
Subsidence, which is the gradual sinking of the ground surface rates in cities like Medan, Jakarta, Bandung, and Semarang, has reached 4.8 to 7.2 centimeters each year.
Indonesia's dependency on fossil fuels contribute to 94% of the national energy mix, consisting of 47% petroleum-based, 21% natural gas, and 26% coal, which results to 733 million tons of fossil fuel emissions only in 2023. That is a wild amount. And in 2022, the total carbon emissions in Indonesia adds up to 1.3 gigatons.
To put that into perspective, if we took every single human being on the planet and placed them all on a giant scale, the total combined weight of every single human that currently exists on Earth would only be half of a gigaton. Humans are messed up. Also, in 2022, a very big contributor to climate change is the food industry, emitting 34% of all greenhouse gas emissions, according to the global report made by the International Food Policy Research Institute. This comes from transportation, distribution, preparation, and disposal of food.
But when are we going to keep relying on governments and manufacturers when reducing emissions from the food sector requires changes at all stages, including us as customers? Meat and animal products, especially beef and lamb, are responsible for more than half of food-related emissions because of the agricultural process, the land energy required to raise livestock, and the methane released when they digest greens.
What can I do?
Let's see. Cutting meat and dairy products from your diet could reduce your carbon footprint by 2/3, according to an Oxford study.
But I need protein. I want to build muscles.
Hey, protein isn't only found in meat. Instead, you can try substitutes such as tofu, tempeh, soy milk, nuts, eggs that are locally sourced.
You don't have to cut meat entirely out of your diet, but portion control is important, like incorporating more whole grains and vegetables alongside plant-sourced proteins instead of meat being your main source of proteins.
A chocolate bar and coffee produced from deforested rainforests also emits more emission than a serving of low-impact beef. This may be a sign for you to start reducing your chocolate and caffeine intake, or at the very least, get them from environmentally friendly companies.
The National Waste Management Information System recorded that Indonesia's food waste reached 46.35 million tons on a national scale, and we are the biggest producer of food waste in Southeast Asia. That's an embarrassing track record. The process of open landfilling of food waste can produce methane gas, which, as a greenhouse gas, is 25 times more dangerous to the earth than carbon dioxide. The methane gas produced by 12 million tons of food waste in Indonesia is equivalent to the carbon dioxide emissions produced by 5.45 million cars a year. And as a comparison, the total amount of cars in Jakarta at 2020 is only 3.3 million units.
So, another easy way to make a change is to stop wasting your food, plan your portions, and don't overspend on unnecessary groceries.
So, what are you waiting for?
Start being mindful about what you eat and how you eat,
And both your body and the earth will thank you.